Hello and welcome to Living Abroad. It's going to be weird. I'm going to try to be quiet. There's so many people around here. I'm going to speak at this level. So let me know if you can hear me and see me and put this away. I'm a little embarrassed because there's people all around me, but I figure why not speak to you guys instead of wasting like
solamente en las áreas designadas del cordón de la acera.
all right, so before I get into this, let me know if you guys can see me and hear me clearly. I had a hard time logging into the airport Wi-Fi, and none of my phones get to log in, but I was able to log into the Wi-Fi using my laptop. So for those friends and family that were waiting for me to let them know when I've arrived in New York, actually Newark, in New Jersey, that I'm here. I just can't use my phone. So yeah, that's that. Alfred says, "Hey, Alex, what's going on?" Alfred's here. I said, "Yes, he can hear me. Excellent. I can hear you loud and clear." DG says, and Brownwind says, "Can see and hear you." Excellent, guys. So, let me know. Let me tell you guys what I'm up to. So I'm here at the airport. I have a very long layover, about 11 hours. I was about to I was able to knock out like 2 hours of it. I got myself a nice coffee here. I had a bagel, and I'm just waiting for my flight to New Delhi. So I'm a little upset I can't use my Wi-Fi because I was gonna book my hotel and all that stuff in India. Right now, I only have 2 days booked, so I have to see what I want to do after that. Yeah, let's get into all this. It's gonna be weird. I'm gonna be a little bit quiet, but hopefully you guys can hear me and see me. There's a lot of people out here. You're gonna hear the PA system at some point. I'm gonna slow down my speech if I can, but this is my natural speed and speech. Whatever. This is my way of talking. I'm gonna try to at least slow down a bit. But I have a long time here, so we're gonna see how long this live stream goes for. And if I have time, I'll do one later as well to kind of kill some more time, guys. So, Sab Nan is here. Good evening from Kuwait. Good evening. Marco Polo say hello. Finally, I found you live back to Italy. Left Thailand rain too much. Yeah, Thailand was suffering through a serious flooding issue with all that rain. That of course, tropical country, but yeah, lots of rain happening over there. So guys, be careful. Can't wait to see the videos. Cheers, says Steel City. Yeah, I'm so excited to show you guys what India has to offer. I don't really know what to expect. Like I have an idea, but it can be completely different, right? So I'm curious to see how close to my imagination are going to be these India videos and how far out into the wilderness I'm willing to go. Like, of course, the big cities are going to be like big cities, like many places, but I want to see the real, authentic India. So we'll see. Hey, Willie's here. Willie's in the house. Hey, Alex, funniest research in Goa, India right now. Yeah, that's one of the places I must go, right? Goa is like a not missed place. That's a place I have to check out. I don't even know what the place looks like, but all I hear is Goa this, Goa that, Goa there, Goa here. Um, yeah, so you're not far from me, New Jersey. Yeah, SJ. Yes, I'm here at the airport, Liberty, New York. I don't know what the name of the airport is, but EWL. I can't remember. Let me see. Not that it matters. Right, guys? I'm just at an airport somewhere in the U.S. But let me check my ticket. EWR. So Newark. That's it. EWR. That's where I'm at. So guys, let's get into the discussions. Ask your questions. Keep me busy. I'm gonna be bored for a long time, so this is a good way to kill some time. Or why not? Right? Instead of sitting here by myself, I could sit here with you guys. Um, let's see how packed this area gets. There's still a few people lingering around. It's only about 11:30 in the morning, so most flights have already left or about to leave in a few hours. Probably mostly domestic. I don't even know which hall I'm at. Anyhow, Marco Polo said, "Do we need a visa for India?" We, as in Canada, yes. Everybody needs a visa to enter India, but most countries are able to obtain the visa just online, like an e-visa or upon arrival, which is like obviously very convenient. But Canada has you know, beef with. Actually, India has a problem with Canada recently because during COVID, they did not allow many people to re enter Canada or enter Canada at all. So many Indian students that paid their tuition or had to be at school or all those things Canada was very strict, would not allow them into the country, would not approve their visa, or just took a very long time to do anything about it. So India, as a retaliation, took Canada off the list of visa on
May I
arrival
have your attention,
or easy
please?
access to getting a
All
visa.
travelers, if any unknown person attempts to give you any item, including luggage to transport on your flight, do not accept it and notify airline personnel immediately.
You hear that,
Do
guys?
not leave luggage unattended.
Don't leave luggage
All
unattended.
carry-on and
Don't
checked
take it.
luggage is subject to search. Su atención, por
Su
favor.
atención, por
A todos
favor.
los pasajeros.
A todos los
Si algún
pasajeros.
desconocido
Si
intenta
algún-
darles
I
cualquier
can't speak English.
artículo,
Spanish.
incluyendo equipaje para transportarlo
Oh.
en su vuelo, no lo acepte.
All right, so
Notifique de inmediato al
I don't know
personal
how loud
de la
that is. I don't know
línea
if I should
aérea.
continue talking.
No deje su
But
equipaje
so that's what happened with the
desatendido.
visa. I had to get a
Todo el
visa. It took
equipaje
about 3
está
weeks to come in
sujeto a
and cost me
revisión.
about 200 Canadian, 125 for the visa itself, and about $75 for the postal service that picks up your visa or passport, takes it there, gets it stamped, and then delivers it back to your home. So it cost me about 200 Canadian to go ahead and yeah, get my visa. One thing I noticed here, a lot of Spanish speaking people. Actually, kind of funny story. When I went to get my bagel and coffee, at the end, the girl said something in Spanish to me, and I'm like, and then she looked at me. I'm like, I don't speak Spanish. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I think she messed up her languages. Of course, she was Spanish, but anyways, so yeah, kind of cool. John Smith says, be safe, young man. I'll be looking forward to your travels. Thank you, John. I can't wait to share these experiences with everybody so you guys can see them as much as I can. Um, Juju Do says, how long are you staying in India? Good question. I'm not really certain. I don't have a exit ticket. Oh, that's another story. I'll tell you guys in a second. So I don't have a plan. I assume I'll be there about 2 months or 3 months maximum because that's what my visa is good for. I can stay there up to 3 months within the next 180 days. So within the next 6 months, I can stay inside the country for a total of 90 days, which is 3 months. So I can't be in there longer than 3 months unless I extend my visa, of course, which I will. But that's it. Now, speaking of always talking about visas and all that. So when I was boarding the plane within Toronto, the guy behind the counter was kind of a dick. So he kept asking questions of where you going, when you coming back. I'm like, I don't know when I'll be back. He's like, you don't know? I'm like, no. He's like, aren't you a resident of Canada? I'm like, yeah, I am. He's like, well, you need like a exit ticket or return ticket. I'm like, no, I don't. He's like, yeah, you do. I'm like, I know my rights. I'm like, you don't have to be difficult. So can you call a supervisor if it's gonna be like this? He's like, okay, okay. He's like, do you have a visa? I'm like, yeah, it's in the passport. It's in your hand. He's like, okay, okay. How long are you gonna be there? I'm like, I don't have to answer these questions. I'm like, you're a ticket person. Give me my ticket, and I'll talk to the immigration officer if there's any issues. And he's like, oh, I'm just trying to watch out for you. I'm like, no, it doesn't sound like it. So he was just being a dick. So eventually he let me go through. He's like, oh, do you have this QR code? I'm like, I don't need it. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you just fill it up anyway. I'm like, bro, like just it was like 5 a.m. Like, get on with your day, man. Here, I give people a headache with all this nonsense. I'm like, I've been traveling for a while. I know what to look for when entering a country. Willie says, do not accept strange bags, Alex. Yeah, the PA system. That's going to go off every like 5, 10 minutes. I'm not accepting no strange bags, but I might accept my own bag. Right? Somebody's going to put some stuff in here. Let me tie it up. I wonder if people have done live streams from an airport. They must have, right? Alex gonna be the first. SJ says, can you take the bag of sugar to India for me? What about a bag of baking soda, right? A baking powder. Sugar's too grainy. Jeff is here. Hey, Skull Crusher. How long until you land in India? Oh, man. That's a long ass flight. 14 and a half hours, guys. So probably within this time tomorrow, I should be in India. So my flight to India is 14 and a half hours. And I went online to try to book a seat next to the window because for myself, I don't want to disturb people if they want to get up and go to the bathroom and have them have to worry about disturbing me because I plan on sleeping. So I never take any pills, any drugs of any kind, not even Advil or any stomach, whatever. But during these long flights, over the years, I've learned that it's brutal. It's too long. I cannot handle it. I mean, I could, but it's really excruciatingly painful. So I've been taking small sleeping pills just for the long flights. I plan on popping one, hopefully kill like 9 or 10 hours of the flight, and then that way it's not so bad. And I don't want people to like shake me or wake me up or have to be bothered if I'm sleeping. So, anyways, I wanted the window seat, and I went online to reserve my own seat. It was like $300, $400. I'm like, I'm not paying all that money for a window seat. I don't have that kind of money. So I came here at the United Airlines counter. I walked up to the guy and I said, "Excuse me, the person who issued me the ticket said I have a window seat, but I noticed it says middle seat." He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, let me see." And he was such a nice guy. He like gave me a window seat. I'm like, "Thank God." Like he saved me for a very long, like, because if I took the middle seat, it'd be very, or like the whatever aisle seat, it'd be like a pain if somebody wants to get up and go to the bathroom. So that's what I'm gonna do. Try to kill off a bunch of the hours by taking a sleeping pill. I don't condone it if you're like whatever, but for me, it's just too long to handle on my own. My ass gets sore, my back hurts, my neck hurts. It's just too long of a flight. And so hopefully I sleep most of the way. But yeah, so 14 and a half hours. That guy was very nice. I'm very thankful to him. Alfred says, really enjoyed watching your adventures, even your wait in New York, New Jersey. I don't know how to say the name. It says Newark, right? It's hard to pronounce that. But yeah, if someone can, I don't know how you can help me pronounce it. But yeah, no, you kind of look like an Hispanic guy. I think that too. So maybe a little bit of A, a little bit of B. She just assumed I'm Spanish because she's like, "Oh, what's your name?" I said Alex, so you know it's a Spanish name too. So yeah, I didn't blame me. She was so embarrassed. I'm like, no, I'm like, it's okay. Don't worry. I'm like if you speak French, maybe I can speak with you in a couple sentences, but that's about it. Oh, Aaron from Aaron Aron's here, bro. Hey, bro, good luck out there. Good luck to you as well. Aaron and I had a couple of videos on the channel. He's right now in Vietnam, I think, starting to teach English, so he's enjoying his life over there. Lavina Walsh is here. Hello, Lavina. On my coffee break. Happy to see you. Happy to see you too, Lavina. I have this coffee. I want to drink it, but I don't have water. If I drink this coffee while it's warm, my mouth is going to dry for the live stream. So I'm going to have to wait and sip it a little bit at a time and turn this hot coffee into an iced coffee or a cold coffee. I don't want to, but there's no water around here. Mm, delicious. Juju Doe says, when you travel to the U.S., do you get stopped by the border control people because you look like a Middle Eastern fella? Well, I am a Middle Eastern fella, and I do get stopped. I get stopped quite often. I get interrogated, um, and all this stuff happens. But it's part of it. I understand it. They're usually respectful. All the TSA guys, oh, I think TSA, all the border control guys today were super friendly. Um, Yeah, so no problem today. Actually, I was gonna get a hotel here as well, so I'm like, oh, 11 hours is pretty long. Maybe I can just get like a hotel nearby the airport and kind of spend the night on the hours in the airport. I looked online and the cheapest ones were $220. I'm like, yeah, 220 is like almost a month's rent in India, right? So I'm like, nah, I don't got that kind of money. So I'm gonna hang out here. I got a couple of videos to edit, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna eat some lunch later. So time flies, right? It'll be fun. Westland on Travel says, mm. I think that's what that is. SJ says, wear a shirt in India. I'm broke, don't ask. Hey, that's a good one. I should really, that's awesome. That's a good suggestion. What else? Disha's here. Try Koli or Choli Batur, Prata in Delhi. Disha, what is that? Is that a place or is that food? New York. Okay, so that's the pronunciation. Okay, thank you. Lavina says New York. New York, New York, New York. Sounds funny to me. SB413 says 31 watching, but only 8 likes. Come on, people. Let's help out this guy. Thank you. Yeah, exactly, guys. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you've been watching my videos, hit the like button. Ask your questions, any kind of comments. Right now, it's a cloudy day, but it's nice and bright out. I like this airport actually. It's not bad. They have these tablets everywhere. I don't like the Wi-Fi because I wasn't able to connect on either one of my phones, so these don't work. And then luckily when I plugged this in, it worked. But then when I was trying to do my live stream, YouTube's like, "Hey, wait a minute, you're in a different location. We have to confirm you." I'm like, "Oh no, I don't have a phone. You can't send me a pin." And it took me like 20 minutes to try to like verify myself. Eventually, I was able to do so. So that's where I'm at. Disha said the make comparison video between India and Canada life. People don't usually like comparisons, to be honest, and I don't really either because every country is different, right? So, and everything I would probably say it's going to be an obvious kind of thing, right? I might do it if something is really drastically different than Canada, but yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm excited to just get out there, and my first day, I'm just gonna literally walk out without any idea where I'm at, where I'm going, what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be a cool kind of first impression of the place for myself. Of course, I'll share that with you guys. SJ says it's pronounced New York. Oh, okay, so I think I got it. Um, yeah, it's food. Food of Delhi, delicious. Okay, awesome. Good to know. Hey, Samantha's here. Hey, Samantha, how you doing? She said, Alex, you're on your way. I am on my way. I told you guys, Canada was getting too cold. Even like the day of, my buddy lent me his jacket because it doesn't make sense for me to buy a jacket for like a week or so because I gave away my last jacket or two. So, and I don't plan on coming back in cold countries. Um, but yeah, the last day when I gave him back his jacket, I'm just like outside just to get from the house to the car. I'm like, damn, it's freezing cold. And like for a second, I was like, thank God I'm leaving this place. I love Canada. Don't get me wrong, but traveling around Asia for the past few years, it really reminded me how much the weather affects you as a person. Right? Every time it was cold and gloomy, I just become I don't know sad, but like I lose motivation. I have no energy, and I just become grumpy. So I love the sun and the weather that's hotter than the cold. Oh, Juj Elf says thumbs up, thumbs up. I like it. Hey, I don't know how to say your name, bro. Horace. Horace Love. Alex, what do you recommend a first time going to Thailand to stay and visit for 2 months? That's a long time. So that's a good question. If I had my maybe I'll send a link to Palm. Maybe she can join me if she's watching this. She can help us with some of these questions. Let me send a quick link. If Palm is around doing nothing, she can join this live stream and give us a hand and answer some of these questions. So, Palm, if you're watching, you're hearing this, I'm sending you a link right now to your email. If you want to join, feel free to do so. I can't send it through WhatsApp because my phone doesn't work and I don't have WhatsApp on my laptop. So, I'm gonna go ahead and send this to her. If she wants to come, she could tell us a little bit of uh, information about Thailand. But I'm gonna tell you my personal opinions, and then if she joins, she can tell me hers because she's obviously a local from Thailand who can give you much better answers than I can. For me, if I had 2 months to spend in Thailand, going back now, I wouldn't spend too many days in Bangkok itself. I'll spend maybe 5 days maximum because Bangkok is a beautiful place full of temples, street food, nightlife, and just like a big modern city for shopping. So more than 5 days, it becomes a little bit, redundant or unnecessary, unless that's your thing. But once you see two or three temples, they all have similar features and art and things like that. So 5 days in Bangkok. Of course, you have to check out Pattaya if you're single or even if you're in a relationship. It's a great place. It's like the capital city of the world for nightlife. There's crazy beaches that have like miles and miles of beaches that are free to enter and enjoy, unlike some other countries. It's a clean place, right? So, and then Thailand, like well, Pattaya has a lot of like condos that are cheaper right by the water, like compared to some other places. So Pattaya is a nice trip. They have a bunch of local beaches, small beaches, big beaches. Am I too close to you guys? All these things, and then Phuket, of course, Krabi, Koh Phi Phi, Koh Phangan. There's a lot of places. That's a good question. And let me know what are your interests, and I can tell you a little bit more about where to go. Right. So even Ayutthaya, right, the old capital city of Thailand, is a beautiful historical place. A smaller city, but it's really definitely worth checking out. Hua Hin is another beach place. So yeah. Um, Willie's talking to Disha. Willie Sockney Idisha said, "Is it still worth going to Goa, or are there better beach areas?" Oh, so Goa is a beach area. So Willie knows what he's talking about. And Willie is out here. Hey, Willie, thank you, man. Willie from One and Less Asia guy. Have a curry on me, brother. Guys, if you don't know, Will and I, we met twice, actually. I have one video with him. The other one, we had a fun day, but I didn't really actually upload the videos. I did take some videos, but I'd rather just have those as memories than share them. So Willie's an amazing guy. He used to be a surfer. I don't know if he still surfs, but now he's traveling the world as a ship captain. He moves boats from different places to different places. So yeah, Willie, thank you so much for that donation, bro. I'm gonna definitely enjoy that curry on you. And so check out Willie's channel. It's called, of course, right there, Wanderlust Asia. And he's been recently uploading videos, and he got to 1,000 subscribers real quick. So yeah, good on him. I think right now he's in the United Arab Emirates. I think he's working there for a project or something. He actually has a Filipino girlfriend as well. So he's got a really interesting story. Check him out, One Lost Asia. Thank you so much, really. I appreciate that. And yeah, Goa, I guess, is a beach town, right? I haven't looked at any like actual places. I don't want to see it. I want to see it for the first time when I get there. So we'll see. Disha says, "Will Canada also suffer a recession?" Yes, of course, Canada is going through a recession, or will be. I don't know what's going on, but all I know is things are getting very expensive. Cost of living is very high, and people are starting to get fed up. Even the banks are increasing the interest rate by another 0.75%, all the way up to 4%. When I bought my house, it was at 2%. So things are really, really, it's getting hard for first-time home buyers, for cost of living, for people to rent an apartment, all kinds of things. SJ says, wear a shirt that says "Go away." Ha, man, SJ, you should start a company, man. You got some great one-liners. Where are you getting all this material, man? Good stuff. Lavina's here. I'm trying to send you something on Super Chat, but I can't remember my stupid password. We'll do it after my shift. Lavina, don't worry about it. I appreciate it. There's also a button after the videos that's called Super Thanks at the bottom that you can go ahead and do the same thing if it's not live. Lavina, thank you so much. I appreciate that thought. I hope your coffee break is almost, I think it's almost over, but I hope you had a good time. I'm glad you're on the channel as always. Lavina has been one of my first subscribers and she's awesome. So send some love her way. Disha is saying Goa isn't a good as good now or so good. Indians polluted that. Visit Andaman Nicobar. I think Willie was talking about the Andaman Islands. Willie, please confirm if that's what Disha's talking about because Willie says it's one of the most gorgeous, if not the most gorgeous islands that he's ever seen. Philip Massey, Alex, shame on you for missing all that beautiful Canadian snow. LOL. Nah,
Attention
bro.
all agents, attention all agents. Will Manuel, Akocho, Manuel, Akocho, please come to the ticket counter. Level 2, door 3.
Sounds like
Once again, Manuel,
sounds like
Akocho,
Malian
Manuel,
Akocho has a
Akocho, please come
problem he
to the
has to
ticket
attend
counter.
to.
Level 2,
You
door
know,
3,
I
or
went
dial
to
17267. 17267.
I went to many not I went to I've experienced many winters, guys. So of course, um, snow. What do you call it? I haven't had a chance to go skiing, to be honest, even though I've been living in Canada for so long. Because growing up, I just never had the finances to go skiing. It's a luxury. Then my knees start getting really bad, so I never ended up going. And snow is not really my thing. I don't know. It's too cold. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Okay, Bronwyn Bernardo. Hello, how are you? I'm South African, but in Thailand now. Phuket, with the rain here though. I'm struggling to figure out what interesting things to do indoors. Hey, that's a good question. I'm sure there's got to be some indoor activities, just like wall climbing, go to a movie. I think I saw indoor tennis courts. I don't know if it's in Phuket though. Indoor, yeah, so rock climbing. Indoors, I'm not really sure what you can do, really. Honestly, I'll just like chill, man, order some food, watch a movie, just enjoy yourself. There's also like these resorts that you can probably pay a little bit of money to enter and just use the facilities, amenities like the pools and table tennis, pool, all these things. That would be my suggestion. Just look around, see who offers day passes at the resorts to go ahead and just use their amenities. Because if it was me, I would spend most of my time just at different cafes and things like that. Just because that's who I am. I can spend a long time, like today, 11 hours at an airport with myself and just be completely okay with it. Philip Massey says, when
Aging passenger Thomas, Thomas William
guys,
Dolly,
how loud is
passenger
this PA? Should I
Thomas
continue
William
talking when
Dolly.
this comes on, or should I
Please
stop?
return.
Let me know, and I'll go ahead and do what you guys say.
92 for a not lost item.
Alex, when you're in
Passenger
India,
Thomas Dolly,
you
please
should
return
rate
to the
every
gate
meal
number
1 to
2 for a
10 and make sure you
lost
get the
item.
dish named in every rating. Philip, that's an excellent idea. So maybe I mentioned it, but maybe I haven't. So the interviews on my channel are a great way of doing stuff, but they're not really about me. So in India, I think I'm gonna make some of the videos more about myself because I find like the core group of subscribers would much rather basically see my adventures or myself talking than another person. So I have almost like a separation between the supporters, which is fine. I'm going to continue with the interviews if I see something interesting or an interesting topic.
I can have your
But
attention on the
more
concourse.
of
If you
this,
just
most of
came
the
into
stuff's going to be
Denver and
maybe
you
just
have a
food
black
related
China
and
bag, please
just like
verify it
cultural
is yours.
differences.
If
Just
not,
doing
please
things and
return
sharing that
to
with you guys,
109
and
to
that's a
reclaim your
fantastic
bag and
idea. I'll go ahead and
return
rate
the
these
one you
dishes
haven't
1 to 10, and I'll be more descriptive. Sometimes I just show the food because to be honest, even to this day I feel a little bit awkward, filming my food. I should be eating it and be thankful. But at this point, it's become my job and part of what I have to do. So I'll do my best to be more descriptive for sure. Disha says, "Where are you currently?" Currently, I'm at an airport in the U.S. New York Airport. That's where I'm at. One of Los Asia. Willie says, "Yes, I went to the Andaman Islands in '98 by yachts from Phuket, and it was the most beautiful place I've ever seen." So there we go. Lavina says, "Cheers, Alex. Have a great trip. Super excited to see India. Stay safe, my friend." Thank you, Lavina. I appreciate that. Enjoy the rest of your day at work. Alex Singh. Why don't you travel to your home country, Kabul, and show your Muslim Taliban rule the conditions there? Oh, well, I think why? Because it's dangerous right now. And I think everybody kind of knows what's going on there. Um, are you saying I shouldn't go to India? I might go. I honestly don't know. I might go to Afghanistan. I have no problem going there. I've been there maybe 10 years ago, but I'd love to go again. Alex, what are your long term goals? Hey, Jones, that's a great question. Not many people have asked me about my long term goals. So, ideally, my long term goal is to continue doing what I'm doing now. Honestly, if I can manage to travel and make videos and have it support my lifestyle, that's all I want. I have no goals of becoming rich or famous or of try to be a social media influencer or nothing. My passion has always been travel. And if I can make YouTube a way of supporting that, then that'll be great. That's my long term goal. If I can double my subscribers and my income, honestly, that's enough for me. I don't need to like have these luxurious adventures. Like materials don't mean anything to me as long as I get to visit as many countries as possible. Like the dream would be to actually visit every country in the world, but I think I'm very far away from that. But maybe one day, you never know. Continue talking when the PA comes on. It's not too bad. Oh, thank you so much. So good to know. I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing this. Okay, Philip Mass says, fine. We can still hear you. Yeah, I don't know what's the rules against filming live. I don't know. Whatever. Keep going. Willie, One Lost Asia, says, Bronwyn, Bernardo, go to Maybell's Cafe. It's owned by a really cool couple with a YouTube channel. Hey, great suggestion. See, now Willie is giving Bronwyn some suggestions what to do in Phuket because of the rain to go to this cafe. Okay, what else we got here? Let's see. At Caron Beach Hills. Okay, so even more specific. Joel's here. Hey, buddy. How do you deal with the language difference when traveling around? Very simple. Google Translate. Everything I do is on here, so I simply Google Translate. That like nowadays with technology, you can even have the camera. You can go over a menu. It can translate it automatically. You can text to speech or speech to text. For example, how do I get to gate 33 in English, and it outputs it in Turkish, let's say, whatever, whatever, and they understand me when they go this way. So communication has never been an issue with me. The only thing would be is to have in-depth conversation with a local that is not fluent in English, right? However, that's very rare as well. Like when it comes to language, I think those days are essentially gone. Language is no longer an issue, and you can download those translating app offline, so you don't even have to have internet. Let's say you're like a remote position somewhere, you still type in your stuff, and the app just outputs the correct language or translate it without having internet. So I never had an issue with that at all. Dave says, "Yeah, just keep talking. We can hear you fine. Have a lot of fun into India, Alex." Thank you, Dave. I will. I can't wait. My biggest thing, I just want to try the food, like all the different food, all the diverse food, different like regions and different spices. It's gonna be awesome. Samantha says, "You're great at talking and interviewing, Alex. Just feel the people out first." Exactly. I think I'm gonna do that too. So I'm gonna see what happens. I don't know. It's gonna be a lot of foreigners there. If it's gonna be people like welcoming or kind of like standoffish, I really have no idea. But I feel like most people would be friendly. Like that's just I don't see why they wouldn't be, right? Especially if I'm polite and respectful myself and I don't like judge anybody for the way they live or the way they are. So, which I don't normally. But I'll be very honest on this trip. I think I'm not gonna try to cater to people's pride or like sensitivities. I'll be respectful, but I'm going to speak the truth, whatever that is, and whatever I see and experience. Now, that won't be like judgmental in any way, but it's just something I observe, right? So if I see something with my own eyes and it's on camera, I'm not going to deny it. It is what it is, and that's the way it is. Yeah, so we'll see. I feel like it's gonna be very different there. SJ said this one's a little corny. New Delhi equals New Delhi. The cornier the better, man. You and I might think it's corny, but somebody out there is laughing right now. SJ, you got some good ones, man. Captain Billy Jack. Good vibes, good vibes. Thank you, Billy Jack. Appreciate that. Marco Polo. As I travel too much too, I find hard having a fixed, serious relationship. And I find alone better as can do
For
whatever
the
I
health
want,
and
whenever I
comfort
want.
of the
What are your
traveling public,
thoughts?
all terminals are smoke-free. Smoking is permitted at designated curbside areas only.
I think that really depends on how old you are and what your goals are and what you like to do when you travel, right? For people that like to party and drink and like that's fine, that's their lifestyle. And of course, I think it's much better to be single, right? There's no need to worry about your significant other or trying to hurt somebody's feelings. But I think more than anything, when you travel and when it comes to relationships, it's very important that you're actually upfront and honest and clear about your intentions, right? Because at least from my experience, most of the countries I've traveled to are more budget friendly countries, meaning they're either third world countries or developing countries. And in those countries, people are looking for a better way of life. And if you're out there getting into a relationship with women or men and don't tell them that, hey, listen, I'm only here for a month, no matter what, I will be leaving. There's no way we're going to have a relationship. I think that's much more, uh, of course, humane, if that's the right word, but you don't want to lie to people, get people's hopes up, and they fall in love with you or they like you and eventually end up leaving. But there's a lot of women that or men out there that just want to have fun too. So if that's what you want, then of course a long-lasting relationship is not the best way of doing it. But at the end of the day, just be honest. You'll be surprised how many people probably want exactly what you want, and whether that's a single life or a relationship. But yeah, of course, I think it's easier traveling by yourself too because you just have to answer to one person instead of two people. Unless you find a really good match and they're exactly the way you are, they like to travel, they like to eat, they like to do whatever you do, then of course it's more fun with two people. But yeah, it really depends on what you like and how old you are. Samantha Jones. I say this because the Filipinos are not shy for the camera. Yeah, you're right. They're not. And the great thing about India as well, from my understanding, many of them do speak English. So I don't think it's going to be hard finding candidates for any kind of interview video I do. And the English level is going to be good enough for them to fully express themselves. So yeah, we'll see. Like even Minu, my last interview with Minu, she's only been in Canada for a year. Her English is like phenomenal. So it must have been great before she even came here. Whoa, Jones, how many countries have you been to so far? That's never been asked before. That's not that many. I only recently started traveling seriously for the past 2 or 3 years, and even then, I stayed for long periods of time in each country. I think it's not maybe around 20-ish, somewhere around there. So yeah, about 20 countries. Thanks about the information. Captain Willie Jack. Hit the like button, guys. Number 21. Yeah, guys, 36 people. I think based off the time of day this is and the atmosphere and the topic and all that, the live viewers are low right now, but I don't mind. Every one of you guys are important to me. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and ask your questions. I'm going to be here a while, guys. I'm going to do one now and one in like 6 hours because my flight is not leaving for another like 8 hours or 9 hours. So, yep, a long time. SB413 says, "What are some of the safest locations in the Philippines to protect from monsoons and bad weather?" That's a really good question. I know typically Cebu isn't a place that would get too badly hit, although Odette, I think, did damage many parts of Cebu. Honestly, I'm not very qualified to answer that question. I would assume Manila because it's more central. You'll be fine in major cities. The more inwards you are, the better. From my geographical knowledge, but not, actual experience knowledge, I'll say the Manila region would be better. If someone else can confirm, I know like a Willie from Wanderlust Asia lives there for a long time. So maybe Willie, you can answer that question if you can. What are the safest places for monsoons? Samantha said, "This is totally out there, but what sign are you, Alex?" Hey, let's do this. Let's take a guess. If you guys can guess what is my sign, my zodiac sign, leave it in the comment section. We'll see if any of you guys can guess right from my personality and something you know about me. What is my zodiac sign? Alex would like to know how dating is different in India versus Western countries. Curious to know how common arranged marriages are still in India. That's a great question. I'm going to do a definite video on that. I want to know what is the because from my knowledge, there are like class systems in India, right? So like obviously the richer you are, the higher class you are. I know the arranged marriage does definitely happen to some degree still. I don't even know if people date or have like, because I know certain countries you can't even be with a single woman unless you guys are married or in like a relationship or something. So that's a really good area to explore, I think, for sure, especially for people that want to know, because I have zero knowledge about
May I
dating
have your
in India,
attention,
like
please?
nothing.
All travelers, if any unknown person attempts to give you any item, including luggage to transport on your flight, do not accept
Um,
it and
Will
notify
says,
airline
hope you have been
personnel
eating curry the
immediately.
past few days
Do not leave luggage
to get your
unattended.
stomach used to
All
the
carry-on
spices.
and checked
One thing I
luggage
do
is
before traveling
subject to
to a
search.
country is
Su
eat their food.
atención, por favor.
I
A
have
todos los
not. I've been
pasajeros,
eating
si
pizza and
algún
wings for the past
desconocido
like three
intenta
days.
darles cualquier artículo,
Um,
incluyendo equipaje para
Friends of
transportarlo en
mine
su
gave me a
vuelo,
bunch of
no
medicine
lo
for my
acepte
stomach in case
y
something happens,
notifique de
but
inmediato al
I don't want to say I'm
personal
looking
de la
forward to
línea
it. But I don't think
aérea.
that's something I
No
worry too
deje su
much about, is
equipaje
what I'm saying. So
desatendido.
let's see what happens.
Todo el equipaje está sujeto a
Cam, you're
revisión.
headed to India, and I'm headed to Argentina, to Brazil. Two Canadians on the move. Cam, that was gonna be my next destination. If India visa didn't come on time or was some problem or whatever, I was gonna go to Mexico, then Brazil after that, and of course Argentina. So I hope you're there for the World Cup, man. If you're there for the World Cup in November, it's gonna be crazy in those countries. So yeah, have fun. I have a friend in Brazil. Actually, one of my good friends lives there. So I'm definitely gonna go to Brazil at some point, just not quite yet. I'm still traveling in the east side of the world. But yeah, good for you, man. Exploring Bangkok. Good travels, Alex. Looking forward to your adventures in India. Thank you, Exploring Bangkok. You've been also on the channel for a long time, so I hope you're doing well. Things are good with you, and I can't wait to share these travels. 36 minutes, guys. 37 people watching. Take a quick second, subscribe, hit the like button, use the super chat, super stickers, ask you questions, comments, and try to guess my zodiac sign. SJ says Indian relationships tend to stay in the uh, caste system. Maybe with a caste system, class system. I don't know. Or have their daughter marry up. Foreigners need to not reply. Okay. I'm sure there's gonna be some curious woman though. There's got to be someone that's just trying to explore different. Whoa! What is going on, Lavina? What are you doing, girl? So Lavina Walsh has gone ahead and sent me 50 euros. Thank you so much, Lavina. That's going to go ahead a long way to get me some hotels in India and something like that. So Lavina's been a long time subscriber. I appreciate her and I always talking, and she's always in depth with her comments. So yeah, thank you, Lavina. That goes a long way, and I appreciate that very much. And good luck with the rest of your day at work. Let's see what else is here. Oh, somebody's guessing my signs, right? Let me find my spot, guys. Give me a second. Um, there we go. India did not reply. So Philip says I'm a Sagittarius. Let's see, Philip. Let's get a couple more guesses before I shall reveal my sign. So Sagittarius. Rick Payne, Palawan is said to be one place less impacted by typhoons. Oh, okay. So Rick Payne has this information. Still says guessing Cancer. Okay. Marco Polo, I saw many loads of single men-Indians in Pattaya in June, July, September when I was there. Men Indians, men Indians, man, you gotta learn how to read me. Um, so yes, there's a lot of Indians in Thailand. I've noticed them a lot too. A lot of them are like shop owners, shopkeepers. A lot of single men in Pattaya. I noticed. Yeah, they travel, and I think India is relatively close and cheap from Thailand, so that's why they come. Um, One Less Asia says to SB 413. The safest part are the south, like Cebu, and further south. Cebu was hit by Typhoon Odette last December, but it was the first typhoon in 10 years. So there you go. I thought I was kind of right about that.
To Dallas Fort Worth on flight 662, your new gate of departure is gate 82.
Poker Pro 86. If that's your birth year, same year as me, bro. Happy birthday. So he says, are you scared at all? To be honest, no. I'm not scared, but I'm stressing a little bit about the possibilities of having to watch out for scams all the time. I feel like I may not be as at peace as I would want to be. And that's just maybe a ridiculous assumption of what I've just heard over and over again from all the stuff in the media, all these like telephone scams and taxi scams and like pickpocketers and people doing this and that. But aside from that, whether I'm scared, no, I'm not scared at all. It's just a nuisance that I'm not looking forward to if I have to deal with stuff like that. But once again, I think as long as I use common sense and don't like entertain anyone that I don't know talking to me for no reason, like, I think once you travel, you kind of really easily tell who's your friend, who wants something from you. And so, no, I'm not scared, but I'm just not looking forward to, having to deal with all that. SJ says street food served by dirty hands and coffee. Yummy. I mean, if it's like obviously disgusting, I won't eat it. But if it's just street food, and as long as I don't see something wrong with, I think, yeah, of course, to some degree, I'm not gonna just do whatever. But I think if it's kind of like in a decent-ish area, I'm gonna eat it. Like even in Thailand, one time there was like a roach on the floor. I'm like, yeah, whatever. It's on the street. Like I wasn't gonna get up and leave and make a fuss. I was already in the street anyways. The food looked good, tasted good. The area looked as clean as it can be. But there were obviously some trash on the street and they go by and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting for sure. Samantha guesses Aquarius or Virgo. Hmm, interesting. One less Asia says Pisces. Ah, okay. So we're almost at like all the signs. John Smith says Scorpio. Um, Philip Massey says, or he could be a Leo. Aquarius says Sab one. Uh, Edward says, I say you are Gemini because I'm a Gemini. That's my only reason. Okay. Let's see. Do we have any more guesses? No, we don't. So I think I should tell you guys I am a Scorpio. So I am none of those. Only John Smith got it right, I think, with the Scorpio comment. John, you know me too well, my friend. So yeah, I am a Scorpio. My birthday is in the Scorpio month or dates. I don't know how those work, but all I know I'm a Scorpio. So. What else do we got here? Um, Exploring Bangkok says, do you trim your beard yourself when you are in other countries, or do you visit a barbershop? I trim this myself. Yeah, but this obviously I go to a barbershop, but I don't let them touch my beard. One time they really messed it up, and after that, like, no, don't touch my beard, man. It's my pride possession. If I shave my face, whoa, that'd be a good challenge. If I hit 50,000 subscribers, I have to shave my face. I'm gonna look so funny. I haven't seen myself without a beard in like I don't know how many years, like 5 years or something. That might look very funny. Virgo for sure. We're still guessing. Moonchild. Let's see. Yeah, SJ's got some good one-liners, man. He should start like a one of those companies with T-shirts with different like sayings on it. He says, "Your sign is stop sign. No deal. Go away." John, November 20th. I'm a little bit different than that, but it's a good guess. Um, IADDP says, "Have you ever dated a scorpion before? Have you ever ate date? Have you ever ate a scorpion before?" No, but I do have a funny story about a scorpion. I do see many scorpions on the streets of Thailand when you go to like street foods and stuff like that. I did not eat a scorpion, but my grandpa smoked one. So this is like I don't know if it's a real story, but it was told by a family member to me. My grandfather was in the basement one day and he was so high out of his mind. And if you know, like in our culture in the Middle East, we have those big like shisha where they smoke like different molasses, fruit flavored tobacco, all that stuff. So they were smoking in the basement, and a scorpion walked by, and he picked up the scorpion and started smoking the scorpion. That's what they told me, I think, to scare me from smoking something. But if that's a true story, I don't know. It's a pretty intense story. Bronwyn Bernardo says, since you were born in 86, I still say you're 35. Must mean you're born November or December, so Sagittarius or Capricorn. Very, 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 very good observation. But I've already said it, but I like your train of thoughts and detective work. I think you just missed my date of birth. Samantha says, I love you, Alex. Thank you, Samantha. That's very sweet of you. I'm November 2nd Scorpio, but I associate a lot with Aquarius. Ah. I don't understand any of these words. I don't. I know of like, of course, the signs and all that, but I don't know how accurate they are. Danielle Silva says, "Hey, Dan. Why can I never? Is it Daniel? Danielle. It's obviously Daniel. Daniel Silva says, "Hey, bro, what happened to the Toronto meetup?" Yeah, honestly, there was two guys that really wanted to do it. I messaged both of them for that one day that were supposed to do it. None of them responded, so I'm like, you know what? Forget it. So my bad. I'll be honest. I just didn't think there was gonna be enough interest, and I didn't want to make a fool out of myself in a restaurant by myself, waiting for people to show up. But you're more than welcome to join me on my live stream. If any of you guys want to just be part of the stream, we can split the screen. Let me know, and I'll send you guys an email, and we'll have a discussion about whatever interests you. So when I travel, I like to carry some snacks, but like kind of like candy and stuff. So Starburst is something I could not find easily when I travel. So now that I come back, I bought myself a pack for the plane ride. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Aha! I have a very similar beard as you, and I don't think I will ever shave my beard. Beards are cool. Ha. Samantha, now I totally get it. Damn, bro. I think that's a scorpion story. Rick Payne wants me to carry a boogie board through customs for him. Yeah, boogie board filled with drugs. Okay. So, I'm going to tell you guys a story that happened to me this morning. We got 37 people watching this. I'm going to chew the Starburst. You guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, ask your questions, and I'm going to tell you guys a story. I don't know if you guys can see. You can. So, this here tablet, this QR code, that is like on every table at this airport, very similar to Toronto Airport, Pearson, which is really cool, right? You could play games on it, you could surf the internet, you could do a whole bunch of things. And of course, you can order food on it. So every restaurant has this method of payment and ordering in the restaurant. So I go inside and I ask the lady, excuse me, do you have a paper menu? She's like, no, you have to do it on here. So I'm like, all right. So I have to go into my bag. My phone's in there. I pull out my phone. I try to connect to the Wi-Fi. I can't connect to any of the Wi-Fi. I try to connect to the Wi-Fi. A secondary one wouldn't connect. So I'm like, well, how am I supposed to order this? Because if you scan a QR code with no Wi-Fi, nothing comes up. So knowing what I know, I try to order online, and it still wasn't working because you have to scan it. But then I noticed like the URL code, the website at the bottom. Then I went into the actual tablet, into the internet, and I typed by hand individually all the different letters. Finally, the menu comes up. I order coffee, I order breakfast, and then it's like, okay, enter your phone number. I'm like, I don't have a phone number. I'm an international traveler with no SIM card. So I put in a random number. It still says, oh, invalid number. So I'm like, oh my goodness. So then I had to change the country, put in the number, finally accepted. Then it wants my address. I'm like, why do you want my address? I'm trying to order a bagel and a coffee or whatever it was, right? Eventually, I'm like, you know what? I'll play this game with you. So I went through the whole process. When it came to payment, it said credit card. Now, there was a machine where you could slide your credit card and accept the payment. So naturally, I slid my credit card. But it says, no, you have to fill up the page. So they wanted my credit card information, where I live, the back 3 digits. I'm like, what is this? I just want a bagel, man. They want my shoe size. Like, leave me alone. So I just left. I'm like, forget this nonsense. I was like a Dunkin' Donuts or whatever was there. So I'm like, I can't even order like food anymore. Like, it was just so annoying. Even though I have so much time, I just not want to play that game. Just why you could steal all my information and sell it to like a third party person. Get out of here. That's my story. My little bit of a rant. Poker Pro 86. Do you have Moni from India with you? Will you exchange it later? I do have Moni from India. Let's check out some Indian Moni. Oh, for those of you that don't know Canadian money actually, let's start with that. It's pretty cool, right? So, as this thing right here, you can't really rip it, to be honest. Here's a 50, which is kind of cool, right? So they're really colorful. I know the 20s are kind of nice. Ooh, you can see through this. So these are the Canadian monies. If you guys don't know, this is what it looks like. And of course, the Queen of England's still on here because we're part of her monarchy. I don't know nothing about how politics work, but I know if they go to war, we're going to war. That kind of thing. She's still the Queen of Canada, but we're just kind of independent from her. Anyways, that's Canadian money, kind of cool. And this here is Indian money. It's 500 rupees, which is about 10 Canadian dollars, maybe about 8 USD. Mahatma Gandhi on here, and I think it's a Taj Mahal. I don't know what that is, but probably the Red Fort. That's what that is. So I only exchanged maybe about $100 just to have some money to like go from the airport to the hotel. And the rest I'm gonna just do it over there because I don't want to carry like lots of money around with me. I'm just gonna withdraw from ATMs and take it out in pesos, not pesos, rupees. I think they're called rupees while I'm there. So there's some money for you guys to see. See, educational live streams, man. When you guys join this live stream, it's not just me talking. It's we're communicating. You know, I'm building this like rapport with you guys. I love it. Okay, Willie says, Rick Payne, you must be Aussie, haha. Chappell Corby boogie board into Valley for her dad. No idea what that means. Probably some lady trying to sneak drugs into the country. SJ, when you board the plane and you see an Indian flight attendant say, Namaste, put your hands like this up by your chest, it says. Okay, so like the Thai way of saying like, Sawadee Kap, but instead I'm going to say Namaste. I knew that, but I don't know where the hands are supposed to go, and I don't want to disrespect people. Okay, so Philip Massey, Alex, do you stay at 3 or 4 5-star places when you travel? I think really cheap places in developing countries could be really scary.
Please proceed immediately to gate number 115.
Yeah, that's a great question.
Again, flight 3503, service into Rochester. Please proceed immediately to gate
For
number
me, I have several
115 for
requirements when I
final
travel, no matter what. It has to has these things, or I don't stay. Now, for sure, I don't stay at 5-star hotels or nothing like that. Number one, it's unnecessary for my lifestyle. Number two, I don't have the money for it. And number three, I travel a long time, like long term. I can't stay at a 5-star hotel for months on end. So the 5-star and even the 4-star kind of out of the question. But I do stay at places that must have hot water for my shower. I can't take a cold shower. It's just how I grew up. And if I have to do it for one night, I can do it. But long term stay, I can't do cold shower. It has to have air conditioning because most places I travel to are in tropical countries or very humid, hot countries. So hot shower, air conditioning. It has to have Wi-Fi or internet connectivity, not choppy, like stable, high-speed internet because of my work and what I do. And then it has to be clean, a TV preferably. So and then it has to be clean because no matter what, I don't want to stay somewhere with roaches and bugs and stuff like that. So when you put all those things in, although it may not be a 4 or 5-star hotel or something, it's still a rather clean. And I don't stay with other people either. I don't like sharing my space. So when you add those things in, those are my requirements. Now, at what star do they fall in? I'd say probably a 3.5, close to 4-ish places, but nothing more, nothing less, something like that. So yeah. Namburi is here. He says, "Hey Alex, must visit Hyderabad. It's a good place to visit food and all. You have to visit. I will. You know, in the Philippines, in Cebu, there was a night market, the Cebu Mercado, and they had this Indian restaurant called Hyderabad that had amazing food. So for sure, I don't know where it is, but I'm going. I'm going many places, guys. Don't worry. Exploring Bangkok. How often per day do you check your YouTube statistics? I'd say once or twice. Like I'm not really obsessed by it, but I'm not connected. I was gonna show you guys. If you guys don't know me, I'm very transparent. Like I don't hide anything from you guys. I don't try to like do any shady business. I don't know. Some people are very like closed off. Oh, don't look at my YouTube numbers or how much money or how many subscribers or how I make my videos or I'm not making no money from YouTube. No, no. I'm very transparent. I check it about 2, 3, 4 times a day, but I'm not obsessed with it. So when I wake up, I check it so I can respond to comments. I check it about 2 hours after whenever I upload a video just to see how the views are doing. But it's not something that I take personally or hurt by it. Some videos do really well, some don't, but it's just part of life. I did notice a significant drop in viewership of the Canadian videos, and I don't think that's mainly because people not interested in it. Toddler. Number one, I think the YouTube algorithm can recognize my content. I'm in Canada, most of my subscribers are from the Philippines and the US, and I'm posting things from the Philippines from within Canada, so I don't know if I understand how to push out this content. And many people told me they don't get notifications, right? So because of that, I think those are some factors that have contributed to the views being lower. But I was expecting that when I was doing the Philippines. I knew that was going to happen. So yeah, let's see what happens in India. I'm really curious to see if I'm going to get some Indian subscribers. I'd love to see some diversity in the subscriptions and how the Indian culture is towards supporting a YouTuber talking about their country, right? I want to see if there's going to be a lot of hatred, a lot of love. So I'm very curious to see what happens. I talked about that a lot, huh? G Day, one of us, no comment. Good vibes, said one of us. Namburi says, when you visit India, you need to try biryani. It's famous dish in Hyderabad, even in everywhere in India. Must try dish. Cheers. Hope you have a great trip in India. Cheers. Thank you, Namburi. Yes, I know of biryani, and I hear like Pakistan makes amazing and delicious biryani. Biryani is one of my favorite rice dishes. It's really tasty, and I'm gonna try it not just once or twice. I'm gonna try a bunch of food. So let's see. It's gonna be fun. SJ says it's just a sign of respect. Namaste. We'll do it, man. I'll just do it for you. I promise. SJ, I'm gonna do it just like that. Oh, so when I land in New Delhi, I'm gonna make a video, and I'm not gonna have my whole tripod or grip. I'm just gonna have the GoPro. It's rather small, so almost like a little bit discreet even. I want to see if I can get from my airport to the hotel without being scammed. So that's gonna be my little video. See if I can actually make it. If I can survive the trip from the hotel to the place, because I hear some nightmare stories, and I'm just kind of prepared for it. See what happens. Do you have money belt, Alex? That's the one you wear under your pants. I think it's a good idea for India. Everybody keeps telling me that. If you guys don't know, I'm sure you know by now. I am very bad at losing everything. I've lost my passport multiple times. I've lost my wallet multiple times. I lost my keys. I lost my credit card. I lost my wallet during a video. If you guys saw the one with Michael and Bianca from that Philippines life, where we made that video, I dropped my wallet and a girl came and gave it to me. So I'm really bad at that, and everybody keeps telling me to get one, and I really should. Even my brother-in-law, not my friend, he said I have one. I don't use it. Please take it. I'm like, nah. I don't know what it is. I can't wear it. It just seems unnatural to me. It's not cool. I'd rather lose my stuff than seem like a nerd. I'm joking. Whatever it is, it's this mentality I got to get out of. But yeah, I don't wear one. I should though. SJ, out of your money in your front pocket, zip, ideally. Yes, definitely zip for sure. Put, he says. Oh, so put your money there. Uh, Willie says, yes, check your settings while traveling, as Dan, the man in Thailand, got his AdSense cut when he traveled to UK and did a live. I don't know if I believe him, to be honest. He says that, but I don't know. Look, I'm doing live now. I don't know if my AdSense is going to cut off, but I don't think that's going to be an issue. Maybe. I don't know how that's a thing, why that would happen. I think he may have accidentally promoted something he shouldn't have, and that's why they cut off his AdSense. But I don't know. We'll see. But thank you. All right, all right. So we're about an hour into this live stream. We still got over 30 people watching this, guys. That's the plan. So I've told you guys a couple stories about my coffee adventure, trying to get some food and having to deal with inputting all my information in there. The immigration or ticketing officer that gave me a hard time. What else has happened so far? Nothing too crazy. I'm just here at the airport. It's kind of quiet here, to be honest. Not too bad. People are friendly. I've noticed a lot more Spanish people, Spanish speaking people. Yeah, and there's no music, which I like a lot, especially for something like this. Um, Hopefully, there's no like. Um, if there's music in my videos, of course, YouTube will demonetize the video, which means I don't make any money off the video because the music copywritten, and I have no control in this environment, so I can't override it or something like that. So it's good that that's not there, and it's not too loud, distracting us from like everything we're talking about. Rick Payne says, Alex, I share something told to me by an airline worker. Through a little gift like a box of chocolates. It works for you like an upgrade, etc. Huh. That's very interesting. Good to know. Yeah, that's excellent. Although they might think you're trying to poison them. These days you can't trust nobody, right? So, but that's a good idea, man. Awesome. I'll try to do that next time for sure. Hey, that's an excellent idea. Actually, I'm going to interview some people at the airport. Hello. Hey, where are you going? Why are you going? You know, that kind of thing. Ah, my man, I forgot all about it. I was gonna do that, but now you reminded me. So that's great content. I have two videos to edit. One is me seeing an old friend. You got to see him. He's like, I love that guy. Just he's an interesting character. And the second one is asking some Canadians on the street what they like and dislike about Canada right now. And then I'm gonna have this one about the airport passengers going to whichever country they're going to. And then the next one after that should be my first video in India. So let's see. SJ says Americans aren't looked upon friendly by Indians, but you look very ethnic, so they're gonna think twice about you. Yeah, you know, I'm ready for it. I think sometimes the fact that I'm not Caucasian, like a white guy, it might help during the travel because I look like a local wherever I go sometimes. So even in the Philippines, if I wear my mask, people can't really tell I'm a foreigner. And then I got myself this bad boy right here. What you guys know about this? It's right on the nose, right? Hey, where you from? I don't know, man. Where do you think I'm from? You know? Or this is a great way to get scammed. Either way, I don't know. But I got it because of the heat. I got to protect myself. So that's there. Hopefully they know I'm not American or some other place. Oh, so. Yes, yes, yes. Ugh. It's cold. Ugh. Ugh. Edward Bland says, what is AdSense? So, Edward, when you make YouTube videos, most people make their money from all those commercials that are played on every video that you post. So, before we get into that, I want to make something clear for those that don't know. I, as a creator, um, actually, YouTube puts those ads on every video, regardless if the creator gets the money or the YouTube gets all the money. So, whether I'm like qualified for AdSense or not, those ads will play regardless. The only way to get rid of the ads on YouTube videos if you're a premium member and you basically pay for it or use an ad blocker. But for myself, AdSense is a membership you create, which means you get some of the money that those ads give YouTube. So every ad that plays on a video, a part of that goes to me, and most of it goes to YouTube, of course. So that's what AdSense is. AdSense is a Google ad membership. That's all it is. So you Dan the man lost his membership because he breached something in the contract. He's not supposed to do all the stuff. He thinks it might be the location because he was logged into one place and logged again from his home country. I don't think that's a real issue for AdSense because they could simply ask you to, like they asked me right now, actually. I don't have it, but they asked me to verify if it's actually me by sending me a pin, right? So because I matched the pin, I was able to verify who I am. So unless he screwed up that section, I don't think it was just a location thing. But that's just my assumption. He could be right. I don't know. But AdSense is just a membership for ads to be played on your video, and you get a part of that ad money. It's just like basically a YouTube membership, but for ads. Dr. Detroit, will you still be traveling with your rug? Huh? My rug. My, because I'm Aladdin? I don't know what that means. My hair, my furry chest. What is a rug? As they said, I'm whiter than white. They'll fight each other and to get in line to scam me. That's hilarious. Hey man, it is what it is. You know, most of the world thinks all white people is rich. All white people got money, and you know most of them do compared to some, but not all, right? And not every white person is rich. Not every Filipino or Indian is a scammer, but generally speaking, they just see white people as rich people. So, yeah, I might try to scam you. I'm lucky I'm not that white in this sense, you know. But I do feel like there's white privilege for sure in the world compared to some other things. Um, Philip Massey, Alex, you seem super concerned with getting scammed in India. Is that a super big concern with traveling there? It's not really super. I just like, okay, I'll be honest. Hmm, how can I put this? Even trying to buy my ticket, I almost got scammed, and I'm not even in that country yet. So usually I don't use third party ticket sellers, but this time because the prices were so expensive, I went through Flight Hub, which is a popular place, and Skyscanner. Sorry, Skyscanner is really popular. It's a reputable place to buy tickets. But what Skyscanner does when you choose a ticket, you have to make payment through like three other middlemen. So you have to make a payment through this, that, or the other. So when I clicked to make my payment, they first told me, "Oh, you have to send us a copy of a driver's license." I'm like, "Okay, I did." Then they're like, "Oh, you have to send us a copy of your passport because your credit card didn't go through. They want to verify it." I'm like, "All right." And then they said, "Oh, sorry, we still can't charge it. Can you just send us the money directly to our bank account?" And it was a guy's name, like S something at gmail.com. Like, no, man. So I had to basically block my own credit card to make sure they didn't use all the information I gave them. So what they do already, they scam you by putting their own website on the
May I have your
Skyscanner
attention,
website. So
please?
although you think you're
All
clicking on
travelers,
Skyscanner, you actually
if
click
any
on a
unknown
scammer's
person
website.
attempts
So
to
it's getting
give
really
you
bad.
any
And then
item,
when I message some
including
Airbnb
luggage
people
to
to try to get a
transport on
discount
your
for like a
flight,
long-term
do not
stay,
accept it
just
and
the way,
notify airline
so
personnel
the one guy
immediately.
agreed to a price. So
Do
I'm like,
not
he's like,
leave
okay,
luggage
let's do
unattended.
like, let's say
All
6,000
carry-on and checked
rupees for a
luggage
week or
is
whatever it
subject to
was.
search.
And then we
Su
agreed on it.
atención,
So I
por
booked
favor.
it through the
A
Airbnb.
todos los
And then right
pasajeros,
after, he's like,
si
"Oh,
algún
it's
desconocido
high
intenta
season.
dar
I got a lot of
cualquier
costs, and you
artículo,
think you give me 8,000?" I'm
incluyendo
like, "Bro,
equipaje
man, I
para
just canceled the whole
transportarlo
thing."
en su
I'm like,
vuelo,
"That's not gonna
no lo
fly with me. I'm
acepte
not gonna try to deal
y
with that."
notifique de inmediato al
So I'm just
personal de la
saying,
línea
already it's
aérea.
happening. I'm not even
No
there
deje
yet,
su
and not to
equipaje
mention every
desatendido.
day or
Todo
every
el
other day, I get a
equipaje
call
está
from
sujeto a
what sounds like
revisión.
an Indian person, um, trying to like scam me by trying to sell me something, or, "Oh, are your shipments here? We need to verify it's you. Can you send us some money?" It's a really big problem. So although I'm not scared, I'm just very cautious and I know about it. Yeah. So I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to like. I want a peace of mind. That's it. So I think you mean Farsi, Dari, Pashto, or that's it. Uzbek, maybe. I do not speak much of it. I do understand it though, a lot more than I speak it. Actually, that's all I own is a pair of slippers and a jar of Skippies peanut butter. Peanut butter. You guys know that? But like guys reading the Nutella bar. Anyways, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. It's pretty funny. All right, guys. So 1 hour. Usually these go for 2 hours, but because it's later, it's about 4 hours almost, or 3 hours later than my usual posting time. There aren't many viewers here. I don't mind. 36 people here. I'm not doing anything. So let's continue this, and I'm sure more people will trickle in. Some people will leave. Some people will come back. You guys can feel free to ask me anything and everything. I don't even know what the Muslim states are, so I will not restrict my India trip to anything. I'm gonna go to wherever. New Delhi, is that a Muslim state? I don't know. So far, I don't know. I'm gonna go to New Delhi, Mumbai, Goa, Rajasthan, um, Hyderabad. These are just places I'm thinking of going. I don't know if they're Muslim or Indian or Hindu or whatever. That's what I'm doing. So we'll see. That's it, y'all. The questions have stopped coming in. So I'm going to take a second to ask you guys to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, use the super chat, super stickers, ask your questions, your concerns, your comments. If you've been to India, what kind of content you'd like me to do while in India, I don't mind doing that. So, yeah, go ahead. Oh, Mitch Flicks, or Mitch Fix It One. Hey there, from New York City, and I think you're Canada right now. Now, right? No, actually, I'm in the US. I'm in New York. So yeah, not far. I'm here just waiting on my layover to go to India, New Delhi. It's a long layover. I decided to say hello to my subscribers, do a live chat, and let everybody know I'm well because I can't access my phone. Whoever's waiting for me to text them is not going to get one. So hopefully they can see this live stream. I've made it to the US. I'm just here for a long layover. It's from Bangkok says, "Can you make a living from YouTube earnings?" Yes, you can. Many people make a lot of money on YouTube, right? Especially people with big number of subscribers, big number of video views. They also sell merchandise. They have memberships. They have courses they sell. You can really monetize YouTube really well. Right now, I'm not that big yet. The only source of income that I make through YouTube is those ads that get played on the videos that you guys watch, and also people like you guys that send me money, like Will from One West Asia or Lavina, and everybody else that like donates money because they find this content either entertaining or they support my travels. Those help a lot. So by the end of the month, let's say it's like $50 here, $20 here. All of you add them up, and I'm living in Asia, for example, in Bangkok or in Philippines or India. You can live a comfortable life with about $1,000, right? So let's say I make $700 through US YouTube ads and $300 through you guys that help me out. And next thing you know, I have $1,000 that I can actually live at a comfortable 1 bedroom or studio apartment, go out and continue to make these videos, right? So yes, you can. Now imagine if it was a bigger channel and how much money that would be. You can make thousands, if not tens, if not millions of dollars for YouTube. Yes, you can, for sure. Hey, I think I missed the question here. Okay. All right. So next question we got here. One less Asia. No disrespect to Indians, but there's a 1.4 billion population. That's 1% of probably rich. So of course you need to watch your belongings, bro. Oh yeah, for sure. I know I need to. I gotta take the responsibility and not be so lazy or whatever it is. This mentality's gotta change. I gotta stop leaving my stuff around, and yeah, I gotta be more careful. That's Jay. That's a great way of doing it. Sometimes I do that when I travel, right? So SJ says to embrace the scam and get some laughs. Whenever I travel and I get a quote for something, for example, a taxi ride from the airport to the main city, and they say, oh, 1,500 pesos. I'm like, come on, man. It's like 200 pesos. We joke about it. I'm like, if you're going to scam me, at least do it more reasonably, not 10 times. Like, okay, okay, we'll do it for 1,000. Like, bro, I just got an Uber or Grab for like 200 pesos, not 1,500, right? So I do that sometimes. I get what you mean. SJ says, he's in New Jersey at Newark Airport. Oh, we're at JFK? No, the other one. I don't know what's it called. Sorry, man. EWR, something like that. I don't even know. Newark. Um, Philip Massey, I think you'll be in India for Diwali, so that should be interesting content. Yeah, I think so too. I'm excited for that. It's like a very big festival in India for sure. Exploring Bangkok. Haha, yes, I also don't believe Dan the man about his AdSense. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, the AdSense doesn't make any sense, especially if you're a YouTuber or you make YouTube videos. You're very familiar with AdSense and how it works. And as long as you don't breach their privacy policy agreement, all that stuff, you're fine. To be honest, I think unintentionally he may have promoted alcohol or something. Because you know, him and Keys One, whatever his name is, I don't know. I don't watch his videos. But those two guys, I know they do some live streams where they have a couple beers and they talk to people, which is fine. But I don't know, maybe they said something or the way they worded something must have come across as advertising either the beer or something else, and that's inappropriate. And YouTube caught it through the algorithm, and then they banned his account. That's just my random opinion. I don't know if I'm right. Just obviously, this is just my opinion. I don't know if that happened, or because simply the location thing is just very unlikely. I don't know why they would be so harsh on him to ban his whole account because he logged in from two different places. You know. So yeah, we'll see. I hope he's doing well because I last I heard he was considering either starting a new channel or like waiting 3 months to reapply to get his ban removed. I wish him all the best. I hope he overcomes whatever he's going through because I know it's not easy. Yeah, so I hope he's all right. So yeah, guys, an hour and 12 minutes. Maybe we can push for another 17 minutes. Let's do that. I don't want to like bore you guys. I'm gonna be here for many hours. I'm still gonna probably edit a couple videos. I'm gonna see if I can interview some people that are just sitting down. I think that'll be kind of cool. See where they're going. If it's domestic, international, who they're seeing. Are they excited about the trip? How long I'm gonna be there for? That's kind of cool to get people's ideas. That'll be a good, interesting. Yep, yep. That's it. Maybe I'll have some lunch later. I don't know what I want. I saw like a Wendy's. I haven't had a Wendy's in like years, so it looks pretty good. Fast food on my last day. There we go. Mitch fix it. He does fix it. He says it's Newark Liberty International Airport. Yeah, I don't even know where that is on the map. I want to look at it because it's my first time here. And I don't have internet on my phone. It's super annoying. I don't know why it doesn't connect. Uh, nope, still failed to connect. That's it. If you guys want to see some unique kind of content, let me know. I would love to make these videos. I've been going on about the same thing for a while. So, guys, ask you questions so I don't bore myself even. Philip Massey getting banned from YouTube doesn't sound like an accident. He must have seriously broken a policy. Yes, see, these are the things that I don't want to speculate, but yeah, I wish. I mean, I do have his email. I sent him an email after it happened. I told him like I wish him the best. So I don't know if he responded or whatnot. Either way, I hope he does all right. So hopefully he's all right. Mitch agrees. When they approach you and try to sell some back and ask them, "Can I have something free, please?" Hey, that's a good way of scamming them. I'm gonna try to sell them something, right? It's kind of cool. If they try to sell me something, I'm gonna try to sell them a hat. They're like, all right, I'll buy that, but you can buy this for like 2,000 rupees. What do you guys think of this? I bought this for $5. Not bad, right? Five Canadian dollars. It's like $4 US. It's gonna be hot, but yeah, that's my life. I'm living at the airport like that one guy. You guys seen that movie with what's his name? What's that guy's name? He's a very famous actor from Forrest Gump. What's the name of that movie? Lost in Translation? No, the, the Intern. I can't remember. If you guys know what I'm talking about, please write it. Okay, mate. See you in India. Come on over, Willie. Or unless you meet my videos, then I'll see you there. Thanks for being here, Willie. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for that donation. It's awesome. Enjoy the rest of your day. Newark is just the west of Manhattan, New Jersey. Oh, just west of Manhattan in New Jersey. Okay, good to know. Perfect. Thank you for that, Philip. Dan does have a new channel now. Okay. One of Los Asia. Willie's letting us know about Dan. Tom Hanks, The Terminal. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Poker Pro. Tom Hanks. That's a good movie. Like, it's actually decent. I thought it was going to be boring about a guy in the airport. But if you guys seen that movie, let me know what you think. I did watch a movie yesterday. Stephen King's 1408. That was kind of decent. If you guys haven't seen that movie, I mean, it wasn't that bad, but it was kind of cool at the beginning. It was really suspenseful, not knowing what is going on with 1408. Then we found out. Um, yeah, Stephen King has some good movies. I love his older stuff like Cujo. That was a great movie. Stephen King's It, the original, was nice. He got some great movies. Rick Payne said, Alex, thank you for sharing. Always enjoy your videos and your openness. Looking forward to your India adventures. Travel safe, man. Thank you, Rick Payne, for being here. Excuse me. I'm gonna do another one of these probably if I mean I do have time, so I'll do another one of these in about 6 hours, around 6 p.m. New York time, just to catch some people that weren't here for this live and to give me something to do. I'm gonna see what has changed from now until then. Maybe something will happen that I can report on. I doubt it though, but I am looking forward to interviewing some people now that you guys gave me that idea. There's a lot of people just like waiting, right? This will be a good opportunity for them to give them something to do, right? I'm gonna charge my GoPro, make sure I have some memory, get out there and start asking these people about their travel plans, you know? Uh, Mitch Fixit one says it's not far from New York City. EWR Airport is one of the many airports. I was chauffeur the rich and famous. That would be a good job. Why not? Sap Sap Nun says, have you become much popular on YouTube when you travel to the Philippines? Yeah, for sure. The Philippines is what basically allowed me to do what I'm doing now. So I'm very thankful and grateful for all the Philippine subscribers, for the viewers, and just the people of the Philippines. I love the Philippines. I stayed there for 5 months, and I plan on going back. So definitely, the channel definitely blew up in the Philippines. I went to the Philippines with only 3,800 subscribers, maybe. I'm over 25,000 subscribers now, and it's all because of my location in the Philippines. So yeah, I'm very grateful for the Pinoy for sure. Philip Massey, taking a train to India will be crazy. Are you planning to use the mass transit system there? I don't plan on to be honest. If I do it, it'll just be for like the video, and I'm gonna just go with like a few pesos in my, few rupees in my pocket in case I get robbed, and just my camera and see what happens. So yeah, it'll be interesting, I think. Hey, Zeta Nakizade says, I bet you're not missing the cold. It's 4 degrees Toronto. Oh, wow. So it's 4 degrees in Toronto right now. Can you guys imagine? I mean, you might, because you might be living there. But I wonder what the temperature is in New Delhi.
Concourse, if you just flew in from Ottawa and left your iPad behind, please proceed back to gate 114.
New Delhi.
To claim it, you will need to unlock it. Once again,
New Delhi.
that passenger that just came in from Ottawa and left their iPad behind, please proceed back to gate 114
Why
to claim
Celsius?
it.
I mean Fahrenheit. What is that in Celsius? Not gonna convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. What is 77 Fahrenheit, guys? Celsius, Fahrenheit, the other way around. 77. Oh wow, it's 25 degrees right now. Woohoo! In India, and in Toronto it's like 4 degrees. Crazy. Marco Polo, the Philippines or Thailand to live? Thoughts? This is always a difficult question to answer. Honestly, Philippines. I'm gonna tell you guys the good from both places, and you can choose whatever works for you. So the Philippines, for sure, the language. Uh, Most people speak English and fluently, and the visa. You can stay as a tourist in the Philippines for 3 years without leaving the country. All you gotta do is keep renewing it. In Thailand, you have only 3 months. You gotta go. And you can come back if you want. You gotta go. And sometimes the language, not as many people speak English. But Thai food is excellent. It's delicious. One of my favorites. And you get much more for the money. So if you're renting a condo, you get better condos. The transportation system, all the trains and subways they got going on, the roads. So it depends on why you want to go there. So it's very hard to pick. Oh, Lavina's back. My shift just finished now, Alex. It's almost 6 p.m. now. I'll take a walk home now. It's cold and windy. Didn't stop raining all day and night yesterday. Wow. So, Lavina, please remind us where you're from. I assume, as I remember correctly, you're in Ireland. So it's been raining all day and it's cold. We are just talking about the weather right now, actually. Uh, so, Lavina, I don't know if you were here when you sent me the 50 euros. I really appreciate it. It goes a long way. And I wasn't sure if you're here when I thanked you for it. If you weren't, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. SJ says you're in the land of the Sopranos. Oh, is that where they're from? I didn't know that. Hey, where's the Gabagoo? That's all I remember. Marco Polo. Be careful on trains. Go to slums in India. I heard some bad stories of the thieves on YouTube. Yeah, I could only imagine, right?
Sentinel, of course, if you just arrived from Ottawa and left your iPad on board, please
Palawan.
proceed back to gate 114. Once again, if you just left your iPad on board, the inbound flight
Okay.
3549,
Philip Massey said, will Palm be joining you in India? I believe
3549 from
Thailand's very
Ottawa,
close, so
here at
she
gate
could probably
114. Please
travel for a
proceed
short
back to
trip if
gate
she has the
114 to
funds and
claim
the
your.
off time. Yes, Palm would love to join me, but I'm gonna say no. That's too dangerous for her. I don't want her to be in India. That's all I gotta say. I don't. Yeah. Mm-mm. Nope. Saru says, "Yo, Alice, come. Let's have Tagai with Red Horse." Thank you so much for the invitation. SJ says, "Wearing a red baseball cap, Canada might be invitation to approach you." That's the whole point, right? I'm gonna try to approach other people to let them know I'm not a local. I do look Indian, so I want them to know I do be coming from abroad with a camera and asking them some questions. So to kind of set myself aside, apart from the rest of the peoples, you know. Tom Hanks, yeah, Tom Hanks. That was the movie, The Terminal. I found that the Wi-Fi is better in Thailand than the Philippines, for sure. The internet is much faster and stable in Thailand. All parts that I've been compared to any part, well, not any part, all the parts that I've been in the Philippines as well. Um, Davina said, "My pleasure, Alex. Yes, I'm on the west of Ireland, near the Atlantic coast. I was born on the east coast, near Dublin, but oh, but I've lived on the other side. Very interesting." Lavina, I only know like the only thing I know about Ireland is nothing. Honestly, I have zero information about Ireland. I don't even know if I'm getting Ireland and Scotland mixed up. But yeah, I don't know much about Ireland. I would love to visit though. I want to visit every country, so I'm sure it's a beautiful place. Like I just imagine like green hills and just like nature and like rocky, not mountains, but like cliffs. Let me know if I'm right. Marco Polo. I had some trouble with Thai ladies being lazy all day on phone, socials, and asking me money despite working. Is that common in Thailand? Honestly, no. You must have just had a bad experience. I find that Filipinos are actually more suitable for that description from what I saw than Thai people. Thai people take pride in working from what I saw, but that happens in every country, right? I think it just depends on your luck and who you came across, right? So imagine if somebody came to your country and just went to a random location. It's really hard to like judge a whole country by that. So yeah, one less Asia. This is William, not William. Willie says, "I lived in both Thailand and the Philippines and love both. I will make a vlog about it for your fans." Haha. Thank you, Willie. If you want to put in the work, I know it's going to be in depth. So check out Wanderlust Asia, guys, to see that video about Thailand and the Philippines and the comparisons. I did one when I first went to the Philippines. I think it was within the first week. It's in a live playlist. Check that out. It's much more in depth. I tell everybody exactly my thoughts about differences between Thailand and the Philippines, so you guys can see that. It's maybe I can post what do you call it? A link, huh? Huh? Let's check it out. I'm gonna send you guys a link of the comparisons. We had like a live stream that went, I think, over 2 hours when I compared Thailand to the Philippines. So I'll go ahead and find it. Oh, that's weird. My own video came on my feed. That usually never happens. Oh, Hash is doing all right. He got 5,000 views in 4 hours. Good for him, man. Let me send you guys a link of that comparison so you can watch it later if you like. Let's see. Give me a second, guys. I'll find it. It was a while ago. Oh, the difference between Thailand. There it is. Uh, there we go. Bomba clots. Here's the link. If you guys want to see that video, 5 more minutes and then we'll end this live stream, guys. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, ask your questions. And there's a link of a live I did when I first went to the Philippines, comparing both countries, all the different things. If you want to spend some time watching that, feel free to do so. Um, what I'm going to do now is probably just use the bathroom, get another drink, and edit a couple of videos. And then after that, I'm going to ask some people some questions to see where they're going, why they're going, how long they're going for, who they're seeing. Are they excited? Are they scared? As a family, a friend, a foe? I don't know. Let's find out. Alex, are you a talented musician? If not, then what's your superpower? Philip Massey. I don't even know how to play the drums. Like, I suck at music. I don't. I have zero talents. I can't sing. I've never tried to sing. I don't know what they sound like, and I don't know how to play any musical instruments. My superpower is I can read minds. Nah, I'm joking. I'm just a normal guy. I used to be really into sports like soccer and basketball and other sports. Aside from sports, I don't have any other talents to be honest. I don't know. I really don't know. I've never been asked that question. I never had a chance to speak out loud. I don't know. Lavina says Ireland is an island right on the edge of Western Europe. I am in the Republic of Ireland, not Northern Ireland. Oh, see, I don't even know those two of those, which belong to the UK. We have many cities, beaches, mountains, rivers, etc., and cliffs. Okay, I'm gonna do some research on Ireland. Um, from all I know is from like cartoons, like Peter Griffin. Like I have zero knowledge about Ireland, but it's good to know that you're in the Republic of Ireland, not Northern Ireland. Okay, very nice, excellent. I'm gonna check that out after. All right, guys. I don't think there's any need for me to like force myself for another 2.5 minutes to bore you. So I want to say a big thank you to everybody for being here. Thank you for occupying 90 minutes of my long layover. And Philip Mann says, haha, reading minds is awesome. What am I thinking right now? You're thinking, oh man, this Alex guy is so handsome. He's got no talent, but you know, he's got sense of humor and a face. You're thinking end the stream. That's what you're thinking. Let me know if I'm right. 1 p.m. Oh, it's 1 p.m. here in Newark. It's probably like 1 a.m. or 12 a.m. in Asia and the Philippines and Thailand. So yeah, somebody said that I should do some of these lives in European time. So I think they're gonna be very, very happy when I do the second live of this in about 6 hours. So most of you guys should be sleeping by then. Philip Massey says you need an OnlyFans account. You know what's funny? That's the second person that's mentioned that. You know what? Nah, I don't know. I don't think I'll ever. I'm very proud of my physique, my figure. I don't know how to say it, but I don't think I'll be doing that. Alex, try to get some rest on the plane with no air turbulence. I will. Thank you. That's the whole point, or the plan, right? I'm gonna get in there, watch a movie or like a show, wait for the plane to get at the highest elevation, wait for them to serve the food, and right after the food, I want to eat the fruit. Usually, I just eat the dessert and the fruit. I rarely do I eat the actual main course, but we'll see how it is. So after that, I'm gonna try to sleep for about 8 to 10 hours. That's the goal. So, um, wish me luck, guys. It's a long layover. Long flight, 14 and a half hours. Um, James Bismarck says, "What part of India are you visiting?" I'm gonna start in New Delhi, but aside from that, the only confirmed thing I have is 2 night stay at a place. Anything after that is just it's gonna be like winging it, guys. So we'll see. I have no idea what's gonna happen. Have fun in India, says Jiju Do. Thank you. And it would be what? It would you to witness an open cremation. Yeah, I don't know if I want to, just as a sign of respect, because I know Indians do burn their
For the health
dead,
and comfort of the
like
traveling public, all
cremate, is that what it's
terminals
called?
are
So I don't know, I'm gonna
smoke-free.
take a camera for
Smoking is
that
permitted
nonsense.
at
Not nonsense.
designated
It'll be
curbside
stupid
areas
or
only.
disrespectful,
Por
I
la
think,
salud y
if I
la
take a camera
comodidad
to
del
that.
público
Unless it's
viajero,
normal,
no
except
se
I don't know. We'll
permite
see.
fumar dentro de
Something I never
las
thought of, but
terminales,
good to think about.
solamente en las áreas
Lavina
designadas
says,
del
"Thank you,
cordón de
Alex.
la
See you on the
acera.
other side. Bon voyage." Thank you, Lavina. I appreciate it. Thank you all for being here. And I'll see you guys, whoever's going to be here in 6 hours or so. If not, I'll see you guys in India. Well, I got like 2 or 3 more videos before India. But I'm going to put them out today and tomorrow, so it shouldn't be too bad. Okay, guys? See you. Bye, everybody. Man's coughing long out here, man. See you. Edward Bland said, "How many hours does it take for the next flight?" I still got about 8 hours, 7.5 or so. I killed about 4 already, so it's not that bad. See you guys. Bye.